Hello, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you are welcome back to our second class on the rule of Concord. And we are going to be talking about different rules of Concord that we have and how you can master them and use this rule to construct simple and correct English sentences. Remember that the reason you are in this class is so that you can learn how to construct simple sentences, not just how to cram English rules. And if you are listening to this lesson and you are preparing for any exams that has English language in it, this topic is very vital for any English related exam. The first rule we are going to use, the first rule we are going to talk about is concord with and. Concord with the use of and. How do we use and in a sentence? The first part is this: when and joins two different subjects. Remember, we've talked about subjects in our previous lesson. You can check the part 1 of this lesson. So when and joins two different subjects together, please use plural verb. For example, Tunji and Toby play musical instruments. Tunji is different from Toby, so there are two different subjects. My teacher and my father discuss often. It is not possible for my teacher and my father to be the same person here, so there are two different subjects. That's why we use a plural verb which is discuss. He and she love each other, not loves each other. You and I fight all the time. Take note, you and I fight all the time. Remember, it is not you and me fight all the time. It is you and I fight all the time. You can check my lesson on pronoun. You will get a better understanding of why it is you and I and not you and me. Because here we need a subjective pronoun, not an objective pronoun. That's why it cannot be me. That's why it is I. Now, another aspect of and is when and joins two nouns that refer to the same person or the same thing. In this case, you are going to use a singular verb. And one of the ways to know this is this: when and joins two subjects like this, excuse me, two nouns like this, and there is no article D at the end of the other noun. Her husband and breadwinner is hardworking. This is referring to just one person. It means her husband is the same person as the breadwinner. Why? Because here, her husband and breadwinner. You did not say her husband and the breadwinner. No, if there's article D, that means we are saying, well, the person that is her husband is not the person that is feeding her, that is the breadwinner. But here, her husband is still the breadwinner. That's why it is. The king and ruler of the city is powerful, not are powerful, because the king is the same person as the ruler. We are going to check the other aspect in the other slide. Our principal and chairman of the occasion has arrived. This means our principal is also the chairman of the occasion. The emir and conqueror of enemy territories arrives next week. What this means is that the emir is the same person as the conqueror of enemy territories. That's why we use arrives and not arrive. Now look at this other one. When and joins two nouns that have separate articles, it is important. In as much as we put separate article there, it already shows that they are different persons, so use a plural verb. It is as simple as that. For example, our principal and the chairman of the occasion. So what this means is that our principal is different from the chairman of the occasion. So we have two different persons here. As a result of that, we need to use a plural verb. Our principal and the chairman of the occasion have arrived. The emir and the conqueror of the territories arrive tomorrow. You can see that it's different from the emir and conqueror of enemy territories. This one, the emir and the, you can see it is important. Mr. Femi and the biology teacher like football. That is, Mr. Femi is different from the biology teacher. Bolaji and a boy play football on the field. Two different, as you can see, article A. Now, another aspect of concord of and is this: the following are considered as singular noun despite the and. Please, fish and chips, despite the fact that we have two different things here, we consider something like this as a single entity. Fish and chips is a popular meal in Britain. Rice and stew is what we are having for dinner tonight. Law and order is necessary for a peaceful society. Time and tide waits for no one. I'm very sure you've heard that phrase before. Peanut butter and jelly is my brother's best sandwich filling. I am very sure you understand this rule now, and you know when to use and correctly. Now, let's quickly take a quick practice. What is the answer to the following questions? Number 1, bread and butter dash my favorite breakfast is A, where, B. What's the answer? The answer is what? A. Bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. The teacher and the principal dash in the meeting yesterday. Also, please, especially those that are preparing for whether UTME, WAEC, and NECO or any English related exam, when they are testing you in the English grammar, sometimes a question can be testing two aspects of the English grammar. Like this question now is not only testing your verb usage, it is testing the rule of concord, yes, but two things will determine our answer. The teacher, whether it is singular now, whether we are using a singular verb or a plural verb. Also, the time is important here. The time. So that's why you have to take note of each word in a question. It's important. It's giving you clue. So what is the answer to this question? The teacher and the principal dashed in the meeting yesterday. The answer is what? Where. Where. Did anybody say was? Or if you said was, don't be confused. Why not was? Remember, it cannot be was because we need a plural verb. The teacher and the principal, that's what? Two separate individuals because of the article D. And the reason why it is where, there's no option A. I wish option A-R-E-R was in this option. Some people would have been confused and pick A, because A is still plural. But the reason why the answer cannot be A to this question is because of yesterday that we have here. I am planning something for my students that are preparing for English related exam, so you can look forward to information on my page. So we are going to explain further all these questions. My friend and advisor dash coming over this evening. What did you note here? The same person. My friend is the same person as my advisor, so the answer is what? Is. Rice and beans dash a common dish in Nigeria. That is what? Is a common dish in Nigeria. So I do hope you understand that. The next concord we talk about is concord with other subordinating conjunctions. And is a conjunction, but it is a coordinating conjunctions. Now, subordinators like besides, as well as, together with, along with, including, in collaboration with, no less than, apart from, combined with, etc. do not make the verb plural. So it is the subject before all these subordinators that will determine our verb. Let's put it in context. Number 1. Mr. Adams, together with his wife, dash likes fried plantain. But you may be thinking, why? But they are talking about Mr. Adam and his wife. No, in the English language it's different. In as much as they did not use coordinating conjunction and, we are not interested in his wife. Mr. Adams will determine our what? Our verb, which is singular. Bimbo, as well as her maid, likes plantain chips. So everything that comes after the subordinators is none of our concern. So it is Bimbo likes plantain chips. Although semantically the meaning of that statement is that all of them likes plantain chips, but grammatically, syntactically, we are not interested in this meat. The manager, no less than his workers, is to blame. Manager will determine our verb, right? The traditional ruler, along with his wives, was ushered into the hall. The judge with his son is traveling to Lagos now. Mr. Adams with his wife and children is still, whether his wife and children are there is none of our concern. The manager as well as the employees is in the factory. Please, you have to read your sentences very well. It's not all the time that it is, because look at this number 7. We can say the managers as well as the employees, because it is possible for a company to have more than one manager, right? So let's put that in that context. So we can say the managers as well as the employees. If we say that, our answer cannot be is again. It will be what? Are in the factory today. But the rule still remains the same thing, that it is the noun, the subject that comes before the subordinator, that determine our what? Our verb. Let's look at these quick questions. The woman as well as her mates dash plantain chips. Like, are liking, is liking, likes. The answer is what? Likes. Thank you. The traditional rulers along with their wives dash ushered into the hall. The answer is either was or were. What is the answer? Where. Now you can see what I am saying. If you look back, if we go back to that is number 4. The traditional ruler, singular, along with his wife was ushered into the hall. It is the traditional ruler that determine our what? Our verb. Same here, but this time around, it is now already plural. The traditional rulers, now there are many, along with their wives, were ushered into the hall. I do hope you understand. We have come to the end of this aspect of our lesson on rules of Concord. If you got value, don't forget to like this lesson, the video, drop a comment, share with somebody that you think might be interested in this, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel to enjoy more valuable content like this. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.